Here's a bold statement. The U.S. is now digging deep into the social media accounts of immigrants to weed out anyone deemed anti-American. Yes, you heard that right. But here's where it gets controversial. What exactly constitutes anti-Americanism? Is it criticism of government policies? Or does it go beyond that? Let's dive in. On Tuesday, the Trump administration announced a sweeping change in how it evaluates immigration applications. According to an official statement from U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, the agency will now scrutinize applicants' social media activity for signs of anti-American views as part of their vetting process. This isn't just about posts. It's about ideologies, beliefs, and even subtle hints of dissent. And this is the part most people miss. The definition of anti-Americanism dates back to the 1952 Immigration and Nationality Act, which originally targeted communists. How does that apply today? That's a question worth asking. America's benefits should not be handed to those who despise our country and its values, said USCIS spokesperson Matthew Trageser. He emphasized that immigration benefits, like the right to live and work in the U.S., are a privilege, not a right. But here's the kicker. Who gets to decide what despising the country looks like? Is it a protest against a policy? Or is it something more extreme? The line is blurrier than you might think. Since taking office, the Trump administration has taken aggressive steps to deny or revoke visas for individuals seen as opposing U.S. foreign policy interests, particularly regarding Israel. For instance, students and universities have been accused of anti-Semitism over protests against Israel's actions in the Gaza Strip, charges that activists vehemently deny. This raises a critical question. Are we conflating legitimate criticism with hostility? In April, the administration revoked or altered the legal status of hundreds of international students, only to reinstate them weeks later. In May, student visa interviews were temporarily halted, and by June, new social media vetting measures were introduced. Under these rules, U.S. diplomats are instructed to comb through applicants' social media profiles for any indications of hostility toward the citizens, culture, government, institutions, or founding principles of the United States. That's a broad net, one that could easily catch more than just extremists. To put it in perspective, the State Department revealed on Monday that it has revoked 6,000 student visas since Secretary of State Marco Rubio took office in January. Of those, 4,000 were tied to legal violations, including assault, DUI, burglary, and, most controversially, support for terrorism. But what does support for terrorism mean in this context? Is it a direct endorsement, or could it be misinterpreted activism? Here's the bottom line. While ensuring national security is crucial, the new measures raise concerns about free speech, fairness, and the potential for bias. Are we rooting out genuine threats, or are we silencing dissent? And more importantly, who gets to decide? Let's keep the conversation going. What do you think? Is this a necessary step, or does it go too far? Share your thoughts in the comments.